It's me, Andrew Prancitron. And, when I took over this company, when it was handed down to me, a lot of people said a lot of really hurtful things. Like, oh, he's a Nepo baby. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to run the company into the ground. Anyway, today we're playing Demonschool. It is a. There we go. Another installment of In Media Res Mondays. Never mind that brief pause there. The game we're playing today is one that I put many hours into, so this is a little different from some of the other In Media Res Mondays that have come so far. I say that like it's a long-standing tradition or whatever. What the hell am I talking about? Um, strategy, turn-based RPG. It is something that was pretty heavily influenced by the first few Persona games, and the story's like I'm like 40 hours into this game right now, so there's a lot of story to go over. But basically, I'm at this school where let me turn the game volume down a little bit. Ay ay ay. Maybe not that much. Okay, I'll see how that does. Anyway, okay, like I was saying, the story is a little convoluted, which I think is understandable, seeing as how I've put tens of hours into it. So, real briefly, I am a student at this high school on an island that is being overrun by demons. People are having memory issues. Nobody really seems to want to be filling me in on what's going on. There is some kind of conspiracy between the school and all the demonology, demony. What's the word I'm looking for? Sightings, encounters. It's God. I don't know why I insist on doing this early in the morning when I am still foggy brained. But anyways, currently I'm looking for Kestrel, who is kind of a rival of mine, part of a rival gang. Oh man, VSync is not turned on. What is even happening? Here we go. Man, VSync should be turned on as a default. Nobody... Do people, like, really not mind screen tearing? I know it improves frame rate and stuff like that, but that is super distracting to me. So, yes, looking for one of our rival students who is also being roped into fighting demons by the principal and our teachers, but we're kind of becoming frenemies at this point. Let's just go to the clubhouse here. So this is where me and my running crew like to hang out. This is Mercy. She's got a pet dog, so naturally she is my love interest. This is, I forget what her name is. She's like a leader of a gang on the island. There's a bunch of gangsters also on the island. Nobody can escape the island for some reason. There's a mysterious barrier, there's prophecy that's been foretold, all that kind of shit. Namiko over here, she's another member of our fighting squad. I mean, pretty much everybody here is, I guess. What are we doing? Let's talk to Namiko. I'm not sure what else we can do right now, since nobody remembers Kestrel's group. Should we just spend the night in for once? Sounds good to me. I'm tired of running around. Also, man, the character art, the pixel art I think is really good. The character art, I kind of do not like a single bit. Everybody looks very, I think, in my opinion, it's all subjective, right? But to me, the character art is pretty ugly. Anyway, I know. Okay, that's a turn. Ditto that. Boss. Report. Someone matching Primrose's description has been seen in the school medical room. You're sure it was her? She called our informant a disgusting laborer who probably got his shoes from the dumpster. That's her, all right. Nice work. Dismissed. Thanks, boss. Yes, Primrose is another member. She's kind of like part of Kestrel's team. So much for the night in. So knowing where she is might lead us closer to the person we're looking for. Primrose, so you are here. And why wouldn't I be? I am pre-med, you know. You're in high school, lady. You're studying to be a doctor? Like, to help people? Don't be stupid. I'm majoring in biological sciences. I'll work in biotech to create pharmaceuticals. You won't be able to afford them. That makes so much more sense. Anyway, where's Kestrel? We heard from the dean you all got sent off the island. The island? Hardly. Everyone's still here as far as I know. I knew they couldn't leave. I haven't seen Kestrel for a while now. She told us all to go into hiding, but why should I? Who would dare harm Primrose McLaren? I mean, we've been talking for a minute, and I'm already feeling the impulse, so... A lot of people, I suspect. Yeah, I could think of a couple people. What was that? Nothing. Nothing. It's just nobody seems to remember you. Well, I haven't noticed. I've just been going about my business. If Kestrel said he should hide, he probably should. She's not here to tell me what to do, and you can't either. Nope. And we got some demons. Detroit student. Found you! Who? Me? Primrose, stay back. Don't raise your voice to me. Whatever. Just don't interfere. So, Faye, our main character, is very gung-ho for demon fighting. Everybody else on the team has kind of been reluctantly roped in, but she was ready to crack some demon skulls from the get-go. So, let's see who we want to pick for this fight. Let's take Mercy. Let's take Marco. Let's take Ty. So, the turn-based battles are pretty cool here. What we want to do is we want to obviously kill all these dudes. We've got a time limit. It's a pretty loose time limit. You don't get penalized. Well, you do get penalized, but it's not like any huge deal if we don't kill 7 demons within 2 turns. We just get, I think, slightly less currency as the reward for winning the fight. And so let's see. It is kind of fun to try to get everyone to brother. Think, Brent, think. It's kind of fun to try to get this goal. Usually you have to be pretty clever with your movement and ability usage. So click Faye. And let's actually pick Faye for this first attack. Can I get a multi-hit? Yeah. Destin up here. An attack diagonally will hit all 3 of these dudes, which is pretty good. So we have 8 action points that we can use every round, and it's spread out across everybody in our group. The first time that you move an attack with somebody uses 1 of these points. The second time you use that same character, you uses 2, and so on and so forth. So we can take a look at maximizing as best we can these 8 actions that we have. I think let's have Mercy go here. She does not do the same thing that Destin and Faye do, though. Destin and Faye both kind of push enemies into each other when you attack them, or at least they push the enemy away. And so that's pretty handy for doing damage to multiple dudes with one turn. So we'll have Faye do the same thing Destin did, but in the opposite direction. So we killed one dude, we'll have Mercy come up here and do that last point damage. And then you can see here beneath everybody's portraits, it shows you how many points of action the next thing they do would take. So we only have 1 point left. Namiko is the only person whose action would only take a point. So we'll just have her do that. So she doesn't attack people, she just kind of casts a debuff on the enemies that she runs past, which makes them more vulnerable to attacks and stuns them and stuff. So we got everybody's plan lined up for this first round, so now we hit the action button and we see it go into effect. The enemy takes their turn. And round 2. So now this is interesting because it hasn't given me 7 demons to kill. We're in the second turn, so I think if I'd killed more people on the first turn, more monsters I should say, not people, then it would have spawned more enemies for me to attack in this second turn. So let's actually restart the battle. Let's see if we can get a few more kills in. And then Mercy does not have a long enough range to kill this last dude, so that's why I'm just play this out. There we go. That's the last 2 dudes we need to have show up to hit that goal. Oh, Harry. Okay, so just do that. Go. Hit the goal, get destined to the end goal here, the end line. So once you defeat enough enemies, you can finish the battle by putting one of your guys on this back row. So now we're going to seal off the magics that allowed those demons to show up and win the fight. Go back to hell. So it's cool. It's kind of stylish, you know? It's got a good pixel art stylish aesthetic. really do wish the character art was not so off-putting. Looks like Kestrel was right. They are after you. They are after you all. Where are Ocean and Gem hiding? Must I do everything? Come on, they're your friends. Oh my god, here he is, freaking out. Alright, they said something about the lighthouse, I think. Now, would you please leave? I'm trying to work. We just saved your butt. You could say thanks at least. I told you what you wanted to know. That should be sufficient. Go away. Should have let that possessed kid get ya. What does Kestrel see in that girl? What does Kestrel see in you, dickhead? And that's why I can't have you interfering. So yeah, the dean. Suspicious. Dean of the school, suspicious character, as they tend to be. I'm not interfering, I'm just here for school like everyone else. Of course you are. If you'll just help me with this one last project, you'll get the ultimate prize. I know what you want. No, not anymore. I'm out. Ah. Dr. Masterson. Chomping him up. The project is going so well. Everyone will be so pleased. Maybe I'll even become a king. King Stoat. It was meant to be. You can't. Oh, it's you. I know you. I know who you are. We can work this out. There's another way. But not a better one. This is what is right. You'll join me, won't you? You won't get far. Alright, so... Okay, so we got a little bit of time to run around the town. Despite, seeing that disgusting bloodshed, we got time. Take it easy, why not? Let's go visit this shrine. Drop a coin in the shrine's coin box. Yes. So this shrine has some kind of entity, presumably a good one, hanging around. It's not entirely clear yet. Their name is Masonics. So Masonics, where did you come from originally? I have no idea if that's supposed to be the right pronunciation, but we'll just go with that. Villagers once thought I created this land. But you didn't, right? I did not. But I have been here for a very long time. There used to be temples in my honor. Now there's only this shrine. But it suits me. Where were you before you came here? Next time, then. So we got a little fishing game we could do down here. It's not super interesting, to be honest. It's not giving me anything super worthwhile in terms of rewards. I think I might have gotten a couple of skills from it, but it's a pretty mid fishing game, so just gonna skip over that. Looks like there is a sub-quest there that we can do, but let me just take a look around the school to see what else we got as an option before we do that. Okay. Junk pile, karaoke, store. I don't think we have enough money to buy what I want to buy from the store, but let's check out the junk pile at least. Dang, nothing. We'll try again later. And then, yeah, we'll do a little bit of karaoke, I think. have everybody maxed out with their friendship, but just show ya. So this is like one of the way that you kind of bond with your teammates, similar to the S-Links in the Persona games, the later Persona games. You can do these little activities to strengthen your relationships and get bonuses and stuff. So the cursed karaoke machine is gonna have us sing songs with the wind as a theme. So have to choose the matching lyric. Hot breeze in the windy city. Let's move to the four winds. Sidewinders away. I'm into it. I'm really into it. Success. So, ace to that, but it doesn't give me any points. Waste. Let's go talk to this demon dude who's running the shop. So we can buy decorations for our clubhouse. We can buy abilities. That actually sounds pretty useful. But I do want to buy the video game for the clubhouse, so I think I'm going to skip over purchasing that for the moment. Let's go to the town square. Drop a coin at the fountain. You get a satisfying plunk sound as it hit the water. No idea what that does, but it seems like it's the right course of action. Alright. Wow, looking at it up close, this thing is really big. I think it's the tallest building on the island. If Primrose is right, Gem and Ocean should be somewhere nearby. Let's look around. I don't see anybody. Neither do I. But why is the ferry by the pier? It wasn't there before. They must have sailed it quite close to the island to stop it from getting caught in that miasma out there. So that's what's keeping us from leaving the island. There's some kind of mysterious crud out there separating us. Phones don't work. Also, this game is set in the 90s, late 90s, so nobody has cell phones. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, those guys look normal. Twitching and blood. Coated. Covered, not coated. They're just coated. They've got a tasty blood coating, these guys. One thing I know, those guys aren't supposed to be here. Let's get them. Holy shit, they want us to kill 20 demons? Okay, so let's make sure we get Newt in the mix. Let's take Destin. And then take let's take Mercy. Okay, so these guys only have 1 hit point, so they will be a lot easier to kill than previous guys we fought were. That. So Destin is kind of our healer guy. He can actually heal us above our 3 hit points, and when he does that, it makes our attacks stronger. Don't need to really worry about that at the moment, since these dudes only take 1 hit, 1 point of damage to kill, as it is. That's about all we can do, except Newt can kind of apply a debuff to enemies as well, so that's that. we've been afflicted with a status ailment that will kill us once the timer runs out for both Destin and me. I think we are going to finish well within the time limit though, so I'm not terribly worried about that. Let's do this. So Justin and I have both killed enough enemies to get our superpower. And for Faye, the special ability is that it actually will not use any action points if I kill an enemy with this. How do I press it back to that? Special. Bam. Destin's special power just makes him hit harder. Not super useful in this case. We're doing pretty good, so we can just go to the next round. We got one more turn we can take to kill 20 enemies within, so we should be able to wrap this up within the limit on our next round. God. So good for getting the goal. Just kill off as many of these dudes as we can, though. Why not? Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. Yeah, that'll do. Go back to hell. You do have to say go back to hell after each fight. It's part of the purchase agreement when you buy the game. Faye, look! Someone wrote help on the deck here. Is that written in blood? Yeah. And is that a heart after the word help? Also written in blood? It's gotta be Ocean. Maybe she got nabbed? Let's check the ferry. So, let's see. We will board the ferry here in a moment, but before we do that, I do want to explore all of our options, you know? Yeah, our potentially friends. Yeah, they're potentially friends, and they are potentially in danger. A lot of potential for these guys. I see it. But I do want to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything. And I guess the face is just another thing we can do to get some points between our characters to strengthen their relationships. Not really necessary at this point. Also, it's hard. Like, they want you to guess what pose matches which emotion for our teammates, and it's like, I don't freaking know. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's anything else we can do right now. So we'll just do this next story mission. excited, huh? Maybe there's a brig? A hold? What do they call it? Walk the plank? Something with my timbers? Did you not ride this ferry here? No, I came in a tiny fishing dinghy. Had no zazz. But this is kind of different than I remember it. Shh, what was that? Sounds like it came from below deck. Oh hey, it's you guys. Help? On our way. Alright. Kill 15 demons. Let's... These guys have 3 hit points. So, definitely... Destin, Ida. She goes through enemies when she attacks them, so she's able to hit multiple people at once as well. Alrighty. Just start off with that. Let's have him buff Destin. Oh, okay, that's weird. That's their ability. They spin distance of map to inflict 1 damage. Bends once on map edge. Bounces when hit, inflicting damage. Okay. Interesting. Maybe not as interesting as I made it sound. Just there. That's what passes for interesting in my life these days, which is best left uncommented on any further than that. Let's have this. 2 points left. So pretty much anybody but Fig. Do a hit. Don't think I can hit multiple dudes. So we'll just have Ida do that. Pardon me. Oop, okay. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? The nice thing is, like, during each round you can actually undo as much as you want, but since we'd committed to that first round, we are gonna have to restart the battle. If you lose any of your guys in a fight, it means that you are not gonna be able to achieve the goal. So that is why I wanted to start over. Let's actually take Monaco. Let's take nukes. Take Destin. Nanako's special is very good. It's like a big AoE attack. So it would behoove us to have her do as much as is reasonable to have her do. While still getting in the attacks that we want to do. So let's Let's have Namako do as much as she can so we can get her special activated, and then I do nothing to achieve that. I think it's pretty par for the course for me, to be honest. Ah, yeah, that's what you get. So, Faye is not doing good. Oops. Actually, I don't need to worry about healing Faye now that I think about it, because these guys are all stunned. Yeah, okay. So, we destined here. Sure. Or, not destined, Newt. There we go. And then... Sure, that's fine. That'll do. So yeah, this is Namako's special power. It lets us attack this 3x3 grid, so that's pretty good for getting rid of those dudes. Go back to hell. New team member. Phew, thanks. Whoa, is that Ty? Hello. I'm on Ty's team now. Hooray! Nice to meet you, I think. But we gotta save Ocean. Everyone was supposed to hide, but we tried to look for Kestrel instead, and we all got kind of scattered, and then this is what happened. We saw Ocean's message. She's so clever, except for how she got captured and taken. She should be ahead somewhere. Ahead? There's more boat? There's lots more boat. It, like, shifts around or something. I don't really get it. I was coming back to get help, and it was taking forever. Freaking cube boat. hatch closed above us. So, Destin. Study extra good for the both of us. Okay. Doesn't really seem like a pertinent topic for what's happening right now, but if we're stuck here, I'm gonna study. School might become real again, you never know. I'm not tired, I'm just resting my eyes. Does nobody want to get out of this friggin' boat? Alright, we'll do this one last mission and then we'll wrap it up. If Ocean got taken ahead, then there must be some other way out of here. Everybody start looking around. Yeah, you should have been doing that to begin with. I found a thingy, like a switch thing. Should I touch it? I'm gonna touch it. Wait, we don't know what it does. I'm doing it! Let's see. No idea how that's gonna turn out, but let's give it a go. I think Destin is immune to these guys' attacks. So we should be okay. Not immune. But they have pretty limited range, so it's all good. It's all love. You little fuckers. Okay. go. Go back to hell. It all worked out. I guess it did. Well, it's late. I guess we better stay here for the night. What? You know what we should do? Tell ghost stories. But if you got energy to tell ghost stories, you got energy to try to get off the boat, is my take on the situation. Why? It's a boat. It could be fun. You too? That's unexpected. Like fun sometimes. Alright, I'm game. Who's got a story then? If you're gonna do a ghost story, you've gotta start it out right. It's a dark and stormy night. Ship's cook awoke in sweat with an uneasy feeling. Promising! There's a creaking, scratching, and a cracking. It sounded like it was coming just behind him, but whenever he turned, the sound turned with him. He crept around the room searching for a candle to light his way. He fumbled with the matches as the sound got closer. And when he struck the match, he saw... Yeah? His own leg! What? And then, he never saw his leg. Ever again. What? Because the leg was a ghost, and... Wait. I'm telling it wrong. Hold on. Nope, you forfeit your turn. Wait, I can do it. Okay, I got one. That's not good. Once there was a spooky lady with red hair. She and her friends were pretty cool and kind of hot, but she had one horrible secret. Something she regretted forever. Not sure I like where this is going. The secret was that she and her friends wouldn't give their good friend Jim any smooches, even though... Okay, that's enough for you, buddy. Aw, but you don't know how it ends. I got an idea. I'll go. This is gonna be good. Okay. Once there was a ghost parrot who wanted a cracker. He searched all over Blackbeard's quarters, looking high and low, and then he heard a noise. The ghost heard a noise? Yeah, the noise was coming from the cupboard. I'm just checking. The ghost is our protagonist and is scared of a noise. I'm listening. Fine. Right. So there was a noise in the cupboard, and the parrot knew he had to investigate. He got closer and closer and closer. Then, wham! Ghost cracker. So the ghost parrot ate the ghost cracker, and it was super tasty. The end. That's not a ghost story. What the heck, man? There were two ghosts in it. What else would you call it? Yes. You all are terrible at this. Let's get to bed. Come on. Alright. So I think that is where we will end things. Let me save my game. Quit. Alright, there you have it. Demonschool. Pretty cool. Despite some off-putting character art. Pretty cool. So, that's it. I will see you later. I gotta go to the bathroom.